drive to a gunfight is never a good idea, unless you're Deadpool. And that's what confuses us quite a bit about Kawasaki's decision to bring the W175 to India. Its small capacity retro roadster unfortunately has to go head to head against this. There's no mincing words here. The W175 is a slow motorcycle. There's an extra level of chill and patience required from the rider, and that was something that I had to deal with over the past few days that I was riding this bike, and frankly, I didn't enjoy it quite as much. And let's not even bring the Hunter's performance superiority here, as that is a given. If you do ask the W175 to hustle, attaining triple-digit speeds takes forever because of its taller gearing. And you won't even like it at those speeds, because anything above 65-70 kmph, the engine makes a lot of racket. And there's a lot of buzziness at the bars, at the pegs, at the seat. All in all, you'll be forced to slow down and enjoy the slow life. And it isn't like riding the W175 at a relaxed pace is helping it eke out phenomenal fuel efficiency. Despite having a smaller engine, the fuel efficiency is on par with the more powerful Hunter mill. With the Hunter, you can easily leave it in 4th gear and roam the streets comfortably. You could do one better and ride the W175 in 5th all day, but you will be one of the slowest things on the road. The clutch action is light, and being 60 kilos lighter than the Hunter pays off, as you can make your way easily through our jam-packed roads. However, it is still far from a smooth sailing experience. And that's because just how bouncy the ride gets on the W175. Don't get me wrong, the Hunter is still definitely the firmer ride and can send some serious shocks back up your spine. But on the W, with its classic kill approach, you expect suppleness, mushiness, which isn't there. It keeps bobbing and bouncing around, making the ride very unpredictable. Slow down the pace and it does get better, but you will still end up bottoming out these twin rear shocks over some huge bumps. The seating posture also does the rider no favor. Since the foot pegs are high set, larger riders also find it quite unnatural to spend longer hours in the saddle, which too has extra soft foam padding. This causes more fatigue. Some of the shorter members of your team actually prefer the Hunter's spirited riding stance more, but the same soft seat issue arises here as well. Thankfully, you can get the GMA touring seat to mitigate bum soreness to a great extent. Now, if only it could get even lighter. Both motorcycles aren't particularly good stoppers, but the more advanced rear disc brake setup helps the Hunter shed speed a tad bit quicker. We aren't big fans of the thick brake lever that reduces brake feel, and hence modulating braking force becomes a bit challenging. Now, both bikes take a different approach to retro motorcycling, and surprising that Royal Enfield's Hunter is the modern looker. Kawasaki's traditional approach hasn't worked out entirely well. Yes, this cherry red does look a lot more attractive than the full dark version. But the W175 doesn't look old school. Rather, it looks old. We were met with a few, "Is this a new Bajaj caliber?" during our tests. Kawasaki is particularly renowned for its build quality and fit and finish levels. The W175 sadly doesn't match those standards. Exposed wiring, unruly welds and cheap plastics don't quite do justice to its premium proposition. The only neat item on the bike is the plastic tank grip that provides brilliant traction. The W175's traditional approach to motoring means it doesn't have an ounce of modernity. No LEDs, trusty halogens handle the illumination duties. The console is a rudimentary semi-digital unit with a handful of telltale signs. Single-channel ABS only is a downer. Overall, you get a sense of simplicity from the W175, which might not be quite as appreciated in this day and age. Kawasaki's most affordable offering carries a price tag of Rs 1.47 lakh ex-showroom, and this color option costs an additional 2 grand. And this is despite the bike being completely made here, right here in India. It has a fair few redeeming qualities, and considering that its direct competition in this particular trim costs 15,000 rupees more, Kawasaki will find it difficult to find many suitors for this bike. Now, if only the company had focused its energies on making the Ninja 300 or the Ninja 400 more affordable and accessible, it would have paid off better. Ultimately, the W175 would have been okay for 2003, not 2023.